chemistry going in that defensive line group. How would you kind of describe that, just from your experience working with those guys?
Definitely. It's been a group. We've been together for the past 4 years, I would say, or 3 years. But everyone comes in and we all just gel. Like the big thing is the guys upstairs actually bringing the guys with the right personality to actually be on this team and in that meeting room. So it's a brotherhood and it's a big bond, I would say.
Next question's from Amos Morale. Amos?
Hey, I was just wondering, with all the adjustments you guys have had to make in order to pull off this training camp, how have you found it personally? Going about getting work done.
It hasn't been too hard. It sure hasn't been too hard. The toughest part was during the off season from the beginning, but it's it feels good being back at work, being back at like a routine. So it's great being back.
Next question's from Amy. Just Amy.
Yeah, how did you settle into that routine? In the off season, because everything was so different compared to years past.
It was a little tough, actually finding places to work out because I stayed out here the entire off season. So sometimes you go to a field and it's closed, and you'd have to find the next best alternative. But it's all about making it work. You feel.
Next question's from Luke Johnson. Luke.
We might have asked you this right after you signed your contract this offseason, but what do you feel like is left for you to improve? Where do you want to see yourself kind of take the next step?
Just like every year, it's taking it because camp just started, taking it a day at a time, looking at certain things you could improve on. Like regardless of what year or what stage a person is at, you can't not stop improving on certain things. So that's the approach I take towards it.
Is there anything specific though?
Nah.
Next question's from John DeShazier. John?
David, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're a physical player, a guy who likes to kind of impose his will. How much are you looking forward to getting the pads on and being able to kind of gauge where you are right now?
The pads actually change a lot of things. It changes sets and it changes, it lets you know where exactly you are at the moment. So it would be, we getting into pads tomorrow. That would be really good just to actually see where you're at with certain things. And, it's going to give us more things to work off of.
Next question's from Amos Morale. Amos?
Yeah, do you have any personal goals for this season?
Just go out there and ball.
Next question's from Amy Just. Amy?
Yeah, there won't be fans for at least game one at home, and then, excuse me. How have you thought about that at all, and how different the home field, environment will be?
I think everyone has actually thought about that because the home field advantage plays a big role, especially you being on the defensive side and having, the crowd cheer you on while you're out there on the field. And, sometimes the offense, they can't get their plays. That plays a big role. But this year, I don't know if anyone who has actually experienced anything like that, but it's something we would have to get a feel for, then work off that.
Yeah, back when you were playing in college, how many fans were at games back then for you?
It wasn't too much. Well, there were fans out there cheering, though.
Next question's from Rod Walker. Rod?
Hey, Dad, I just want to ask you about the face guard. Are you using the shield or not? Have you?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Have any of your teammates used it that you've seen? And if so, what have you kind of heard from them?
I wouldn't be the one to talk about that right now. I guess, when you see them, you could kind of ask them that. You know, it might be something personal to them, so I'm gonna just.
Next question's from Luke Johnson. Luke?
What has it been like having Sheldon back out there, and what are you kind of hoping to see out of him this year? Just knowing the kind of disappointing way the last couple of years ended with him for injuries.
You know, just having the group back together, it's actually big. Everyone plays a big role in this defense. We all kind of go out there and talk things out, especially if we're out there in a NASCAR situation and we have all the guys out there. We kind of there's a gel to it. We kind of have, so it's good having him back. You know, seeing him coming off, you know, something major and seeing how he's moving right now. You know, that's really good.
Next question's from Andrew Doak. Andrew?
Hey, David, hope you're well, man. Look, last year, obviously, losing Sheldon again, I mean, certainly is not a positive, but I just wonder from your standpoint, how much did you feel like it gave you more opportunity to be able to grow and be a part of the defensive line last year?
You know, over the last couple of years, I've been learning from Ryan, coaches Ryan and BY. They've been, you know, they take their job to heart and they coach us the right way. So regardless of the situation, I had been learning, and it was just based off, you know, going out there and playing.